Today, Friday, February 12, 2016, was the first Monsanto-Olin Case Competition on agricultural supply chains. Western University and Monsanto have a long relationship, and quite a lot of that relationship has been facilitated through the Boeing Center on Technology, Information, Manufacturing, the Supply Chain Management Research Center at the Olin Business School. We have worked with the company, we understand the challenges very well, and we were the ones that wrote the case that served as the basis of the competition, with teams from top business schools flying to St. Louis to compete in that particular case. As it was motivated by the executives from Monsanto, the purpose of this competition is to focus student talent on supply chain management. And Monsanto believes that the future of the company's success heavily relies on the ability to build better supply chains and better products. And that was exactly the theme of the case.
Right from the beginning, when we thought about creating this case, we wanted to be with a school that really had the same kind of thing that Monsanto has. Be creative, innovative, kind of open to different alternatives, different solutions. And WashU was a perfect fit for us. And why we wanted from the beginning? We wanted to explore the concepts in supply chain for agriculture. It's not common to see a lot of interest in agriculture. People love to go to explore supply chain and consumer goods, but for Monsanto, and our objective in agriculture is really to explore more alternatives, to be more innovative. We thought that would be a good alternative to go and do this case competition.
Agricultural supply chains, with Monsanto being a very typical one, involves the introduction of new products. Think about hybrid corn seeds that you need to develop. At any point in time, there's a portfolio of around 200 or so hybrid seeds that are out there. Product life cycles of 4 to 5 years, and the expectation that every year 15 to 20% new products are going to enter the product line. That has to happen in a supply chain with unique challenges. Very long lead times. You're planning typically 16 to 18 months ahead of time in an environment with substantial uncertainty. That gets even more so when the commodity prices fluctuate the way we have seen in the last few years. An environment where there's tremendous yield uncertainty on how much you're going to get out of the planted land, and that gets influenced by factors like weather and a lot of other very specific situations in the parts of the world where you're growing the seeds. At the same time, the performance of the new products is very hard to fully predict, as it gets influenced by the farmer and the unique conditions they face. And all of that is in an environment where there's tremendous uncertainties of the macroeconomic environment, like exchange rates, and of course, at the same time, global demand for food that intensifies the pressure for us to create very efficient supply chains. So this is the setting of the case, and the students had an opportunity to come up with new innovative approaches on how Monsanto should think about developing new products, accounting fully for the many uncertainties of the supply chain.
We're going to start with the third place winners. Team Olin. Second place is Tiger Team. That leaves us with the grand prize winner. And that's the men in purple, Team TCU.
The main points of our proposal were really 6 points, focused around the solo rollover strategy for the product life cycle, dynamic pricing, using that to really manage the demand. We talked about reducing the total number of SKUs to kind of free up some working capital, using licensing to hedge against some of the supply risks, and then aligning the incentives and some new R&D metrics to help promote successful product launches.
You know, we're used to doing cases that are retroactive, and we don't always necessarily get this live feel of being in a boardroom. And the whole idea that in this interaction we got honest and critical feedback, but it didn't determine the future of our career. It was really a great training ground in order to test what we've learned in the classroom and apply it to that live situation, especially in an industry that we had no idea about. And so it was just the critical thinking skills, the practical experience, all that combined together really put together a great day and a great couple days.
It was a great day that we enjoyed because we saw the student talent that came forward, the ideas, in a case that reflects the current situation and the challenges, and it doesn't go back into the history. It looks into the future, and the students had a lot of ideas to contribute. And we are very happy that we have been one of the sponsors of these competitions, and at the same time, these issues drive the research of our Supply Chain Management Research Center.
If you think about the future of agriculture, that's going to be into more that analytics approach, trying to shape the demand, creating more solutions to farmers. That's going to require a completely different profile from the supply chain and professionals that we're going to hire in the future. And it's not only about Monsanto, it's also about the whole industry, how we are changing, right? The former agricultural approach to serve customers, it's kind of old school. So we're moving into more an Amazon service approach, an Amazon way to do things. Nobody expects a service level lower than you can get from Amazon, for instance, right? So that's how I see the future of supply chain professionals in agriculture and from Monsanto. It's really a completely different kind of mindset how we approach supply chain. Same techniques we're going to use, okay? Still with planning, sourcing, manufacturing, and delivery, but with a completely different approach on how we segment and define and deliver new services to the farmers. That's going to reshape how we look for new talents